Trust the Profits is proud to be sponsored by Game of Silks. Go to silks.io to get in the game. Real ownership, real races, real rewards.
Hello, everybody. It's your man, Spin Nation, here on a Tuesday night, getting ready for Thursday night's big cocktail lounge return to Woodbine. And we will be doing some Churchill Downs as well, but it is Woodbine that we are focusing on, the return of Thursday nights for the second week in a row. The great card last week, and this week will live up to it just as well. So we're excited. 10 days to the Belmont. So let's try to make some money, shall we? Coming up to the Belmont at Woodbine. Let's get started, shall we? And in the first race, we're going to look at is race number 1. 3-year-olds, 5 furlongs, maiden 15,000, purse 36-1. And we're going to go to the number 4 horse here, Frack Right for Scott Fairley and Sahin Savachi, who is off to an absolutely amazing start, 12-28, and ridiculous in the money, 43%. This horse just faced flat out better, going from 25K claiming, had Rachel Savinsky up, switches to Sahin. Scott Fairley has had 1 horse start, 1 win. He knows how to claim these horses. He knows how to put them in the right spots. Goes from 25 to 15 at 3-1. I think this will be an absolute steal. If he does get that price, I think he'll be 8-5, 2-1. The 2-1, I think, will even be great value as well. Frack Right at 3-1 is my choice in race number 1. We're now going to turn to race number 3, and that will be 6.5 furlongs, claiming 7,500, non-winners of 2 lifetime, purse 28.6. And here we're going to go to the number 1, More Gelato, Abraham Catrian. I know this horse is 1 for 12 with a second and a third. Okay, this horse loves to run a little bit out of the money. But look at this, 25,000. Look at May 5th, 23rd, which is right in the ballpark now, claiming 25,000, ran 4th with Leo. Very nice effort, 5-path evenly. 25,000 versus 7,500. Amos Gizmo, Campos jumps aboard. And I think this horse is just very good versus this group. I think there are some horses, look at his workout, 7 out of 15, 14-24, 5 of 9, 34-56. This horse likes to run in the beginning of the year. There's some horses at Woodbine like to run in the beginning. Some horses love at the end. This horse likes to come back fresh, 25,000 down to 7,500. Catrian owns and trains this horse. I think they're just looking for a win. I think this horse will be too tough, and at 5-2, we move on to race 6, which will be synthetic 6 furlongs, 3-year-olds, maiden optional, claiming 25,000. And here we're going to go for a first-time starter. Save the date for Patrick Dixon and Pietro Moran, the great bug boy, Dan, and for those people, David Moran's son, who is off to a very solid start, by the way, with 3 for 15 so far. Patrick Dixon is not known as a first-time starting trainer. He doesn't usually win first time out. But what attracted me to this horse is the rest of the field is not earth shakers by any means. But look at this. 3 out of 23, 7 out of 47, 40 out of 47. Those 2 works particularly, 7 out of 47, 3 out of 23. If he is putting this horse in with Pietro, I think he's looking for speed. And I think this horse may just be good enough just to beat this group of non-stellar horses that have struggled so far. And if he gets the lead, they may not be able to catch him. And 8-1, that is definitely worth a price to me. Next race we're going to go to is race 7. And that's 6.5 furlongs, claiming 25,000, non-winners of 2, purse 50K. And in this race, we're going to go to number 4, I'm Tenacious. 10-1, Michael Mateen. Again, Pedro Moran. Okay, so we have a maiden 15,000. You look at that immediately, you're like, don't like it. And then the 2 races he'd run against, it didn't do well when he first started out. But he has found the right group. Look at the amount of speed that is in this race. The 1 will go. The 5 will go. Interesting, Sophia chose 1 horse over the 5 Taveling. There's so much speed in this race. So at a price, this horse is 4 for 6 at Woodbine. Obviously, I'm going to throw the first 2 races out. And he's come back with 2 very, very solid efforts. So I think this horse is in good form. She's grown up into as a 3-year-old, has become a racer. I think with all the speed, another bug boy, Pedro's great at coming from behind. I think this horse at a price could be very dangerous down the lane at 10-1. And finally, in the 8th race, we go to the turf, a mile and 16th on the inner turf. And that is maiden option claiming 49.2 or 25,000, purse 49.2. In the 8th race, we're going to lucky number 8, and that would be Gather for Tony Galileo and Kazushi Kimura. Tony's off to a great start, 80% of the money so far, 2 wins already. KK gets back on this horse. I think this horse is out of Collected, out of One Too Many, out of E Dubai. Will love the turf. I think a lot of these horses are suspect in this race on turf. I think Tony owns this horse. I think this horse will be very good. KK comes back, 20% together. I think this horse at 5-2 is just more talented than the rest of the field. Ran a very nice race on the poly track as a prep race, and I think this horse will be more than dangerous coming down the lane. So, to wrap it up, my friends, race 1, number 4, Frack Right. Race 3, number 1, More Gelato. Race 6, number 2, Save the Date. Race number 7, Our Upset. Number 4, I'm Tenacious. And number 8, race 8, number 8, Gather. So can't wait to see you in the lounge. Join us at 6 o'clock on Thursday. Can't wait to see you. 10 days to the Belmont. So excited. Anyone who's going to be up there, can't wait to see you. But we got to win some money at Woodbine first, as well as some Churchill that we'll be looking at too. So look forward to seeing my friends up at Woodbine on Thursday. Look forward to seeing you in the cocktail lounge. And thanks as always. Talk to you soon. Let's win some money.